Stop! Why? Why? No. Uh... I'm gonna commit. Yes. I I'm gonna use it for this one. I was trying to come up with a title and I couldn't think of anything good. And then when I was coming up for a thing on the waiting screen, I was like, oh my god, since it's about wizards but it's also BL, I can you're gay, Harry, but I was like, maybe I should change my title to match the loading screen because this one's funnier, but in my head I was like, nah, it feels a little too on the nose. I don't know. What are you wanting me for? No, people. It's fine. I'll just keep it as it is. Hi, it's me. I'm on time and doing great. Okay. So, you know, I've streamed like way more times than I expected to this week. Yeah, on time. On time, yes, exactly. Yep. And I was like, I really want to play like a lighthearted game. So now we're here. This one isn't very long. It's 10 around 10k words, so about 45 to 50 minutes ish, which will definitely stretch up to maybe an hour and a half is what I'm guessing if I'm reading it out loud. Or it could be an hour and a half ish. So yes, there is, you gotta believe. I usually I'm usually trying to stream the more dramatic ones because I'm like yeah, because content, but you know, thought why not tone it down. There's so many other games that I want to play too. Maybe the ones I'll play off stream are all like the more serious feeling ones. I wonder. Right. What are you talking about? Man, I'm so sad about I'm still sad about the game that I totally remember the name of, God's Requiem, or not Requiem, Specimen Box, because well, I'm still thinking about, I had like a thought as I was ending the stream yesterday, and I was like, what if I find, because there is a way you can unpack like RenPy package files. So I could possibly grab all of the original script, and it's like, what if there's like I unpack the files and I can read the rest of this? Like I can manually check if there's more to the story. You know was like, nah, I'll sit and wait. I'll be a lawful player. But yeah. Okay, so how desperate were you? I wasn't desperate enough to actually do it, so we're fine. We're fine. Hello, Ola, or Hola, as some of the other kids would say. Okay, so the synopsis for this one is the the MC, main character, Nova, in parentheses, male, was a depressed novelist with writer's block. On a certain moonlit night, a wizard called Wizard, what, came to his balcony, claimed that he wanted to cheer Nova up with magic, and Nova's little adventure with Wizard started. Not the wizard, but just Wizard. Wizard with a capital W. Okay. Also, I like how in features this is BL tension friends, or so they said, but press down / play to doubt. So for Spooktober, around the same time Spooktober is happening, Yaoi Game Jam is also happening. And originally I didn't want to write like actual like proper BL, but too much plot got in the way and I couldn't do it, so sad. But that doesn't mean we can't play BL games. Wizard called Wizard, yes. You spell their name wrong, it's with a capital W. That's how you make the distinction. Okay. Just runs in your face? Sorry. I am what I eat. On that moonlit night, I met a weird guy who called himself a wizard. Oh, right. This is also unrelated, sorry. But sort of related. When I did see this and I was like, oh, wizard. You know that joke that, like, is it like an otaku joke or whatever? Where, it's like if you stay a virgin till you're 30 years old, you become a wizard. In my head, it's like, it would be funny if it just led up to that joke, but I don't think that's the case at all. Okay. Are you feeling down? How about some magic to cheer you up? I can do that for you. I'm a wizard after all. Ha. A moment before. Record scratch. You might be wondering how I ended up in this situation. That day was just a normal day like the others. It was just the usual day. Yes, the usual day. Am I too big? Oh my god, I didn't mean to. For me, it was my daily routine to stare at a word professor. It was my daily routine to stare at a word processor software with a pure white blank page all day. Yeah. Once upon a time, there was what? Unable to find the continuation, I erased the sentence. The sun has risen. Ugh, what a generic opening. Erase. I typed something and then erased it. Typed something, erased it. Rinse and repeat. In the end, the screen remained empty of words. Stairs. No. There's no use. I cannot even think of a single word for my next work. Novelist. That was my occupation, or at least that was what it was supposed to be. But I feel like my real occupation was a professional daydreamer. Even if I tried to write, whatever I wrote felt like a vacation essay done by an elementary schooler. No, I was worse. At least they tried their best to write something fun. Mine? Horrible. Just horrible. Theme? As common and uninspired as the grass on the roadside. Sorry. Imagination? Gone. Along with my hopes and dreams. Length? Short and efficient, like when my introverted self was talking to a stranger. Vocabulary? What words? Reject humanity. Back to monkey. Pacing? I was from the future because I experienced teleportation. Words have left me. Ideas have forsaken me. Maybe my brain had become rusty, or maybe I didn't have any talent to begin with. I put my hands away from the keyboard and sighed. Or is that pic of Denji going, he's just like me for real, for real. Should I quit? I look at the ceiling, actually considering doing what I just said. However, even if I quit, I couldn't think of any other occupation at this point. I had loved reading and writing since I was little. Being a novelist was my dream job. But after being a novelist, I felt like I could no longer write like before. Or after being a real novelist, I feel like I could no longer write like before. It was no longer that fun. My latest work was a flop. Even worse, I got writer's block and spent my days staring at nothingness. If only I could regain my passion. If only I could write something good. If only I could get an inspiration. If only I... Oh, all of a sudden, I felt... is that a yawn? I felt a wave of drowsiness come over me. My eyelids were getting heavier and heavier. Then I fell asleep at my desk. Sleeping with the window open, hmm? Oh. Faintly, I could hear someone's voice. That won't do. You'll catch a cold. Wait, someone's voice? But I lived alone on the 3rd floor. There shouldn't be other people. The voice seemed to come from my window, from the balcony. A thief! Home intruder! I opened my eyes in high alert and immediately focused on the window. The sky had turned dark and there was a silhouette of someone standing outside. Actually, I think I'm gonna be even smaller. Yes, that feels good. Okay. Anxiously, I slid the curtain. My window, fully opened, blowing the chilly night wind right to my face. Hello! The curtain danced with the breeze to the side, revealing a figure that was eclipsing the full moon in the sky. There was a man dressed as if it was Halloween on my balcony. Hello there. Lovely night, isn't it? The man beamed with a smile toward me. A smile so dazzling, almost ethereal, like the majestic moon itself. What's wrong? Are you feeling down? How about some magic to cheer you up? I can do that for you. I'm a wizard after all. Huh? By the way, I'm not anyone suspicious. I'm not a thief either, unless I have stolen your heart. Close the window, Nova. Yeah. I immediately slammed the window shut and locked it. Suspicious, totally suspicious. Agree. Lock your window, close the curtains now. I'm just joking, you know. I turned around and found the window that I closed was once again wide open. How? I locked the window! You did, but I unlocked it again. With magic! Huh? I felt like I had been saying nothing but huh, but no other words came out because I was that confused. I'm here to meet you. Can I come in? Sorry, how do I unsubscribe? What if I don't have windows? Then the wizard comes down your chimney like Santa Claus. And if you don't have a chimney, then the window busts through the wall like the Kool-Aid man. Since I had no choice in the first place, I let the mysterious guy in. I let him in, but in reality, he pushed through me into my house. He sat down in front of me, smiling. He looked harmless, but I couldn't help but feel anxious. Ahem. Thank you for letting me in. As I said before, I'm not anyone suspicious. I'm here because I have business with you. With me? What do you need from me? That's... Oh, almost forgot. We should introduce ourselves first, starting from me. I'm a wizard. You can call me... well, a wizard is fine. Are you scared I will report you if I know your name? What? No, my friend. That's not the reason. Since when are we friends? My magic will be lost if you call me by my real name. What? I'm here as a wizard to show you magic, so I can't tell you my real name. Well, if you can correctly guess my name, I think losing my magic is not too bad either. How do I even guess a stranger's name? Wait, there's something else that bothers me more than that. So, wizard. But what do you mean by magic? Like card tricks? Card tricks? What are you talking about? Don't be silly. Magic is magic. Like the one I used to unlock your window. What? I'm the silly one here? That's my introduction. Nice to meet you. I scratched my head in even more confusion. The man before me had such a beautiful face, but the moment he opened his mouth, the beauty disappeared like... Fat... What? Fata Morgana? Fata Morgana? Sources from medieval legend. Hey, wow. You learn something new every day. Could it be this person is not right in the head? Hello, 911. Is it April Mop? Hidden camera prank? Oh, this is a YouTube. It's a TikTok. Someone. Oh, obviously he's a TikToker. Oh, Halloween. This is October. Halloween is at the end of the month. Yeah, I think it's 2 words. I'm not sure. I don't think it's Halloween yet. Is he trying out his costume then? Halloween, huh? I think there is something else around that time. But what? I can't remember. Oh well. More importantly, I have to deal with this guy here. The guy, wizard, was looking at me with sparkly eyes, like he was expecting something. Do I need to introduce myself too? How should I introduce myself? Novus, that's my name. You'd only changed 2 letters! Oh my god. As if I'm gonna tell him my name is Nova. Let's play it safe and... tell him my pen name. It's not like he's using his real name either. I see. Novus, isn't it? Novus, isn't it? That's a cool name. Nice to meet you, Novus. Yeah. So, wizard, are you rehearsing for Halloween? Is that what you are here for? Sorry, but I don't have candy with me now. No, I'm not rehearsing anything and I don't need your candy. Didn't I tell you? I'm a wizard. I can use magic. Sure. That look. You don't believe me, right? Well, yes, of course I don't believe him. Who would just believe a stranger who barged into their house and told him that he could use magic? Technically changed 1 letter and added, okay. I just wanted to say things more quickly. If anything, I should be calling the police right now. Anyway, you haven't answered my question yet. What business do you have with me? If it's nothing important, please leave. Oh, right, about that. I sense that you are feeling down. So, I came here to cheer you up with magic, because I'm a wizard. Talking to this guy makes my head hurts. You're not making any sense. Magic this, wizard that. Sorry, but you should find someone else to play with you. I'm busy. I don't have time for LARPing. Busy? You look pretty free to me. Well, sorry for looking like a free, unemployed man. But just like you can't see me as a busy person, you won't convince me that you are a wizard either. That means I only have to prove it to you, right? Before I can inquire any further, he grabbed my waist in one smooth movement. Huh? What are you? We'll let you experience it yourself. Wizardry. Is that your form of abracadabra? The next thing I realized, we were no longer in my room. We were up in the sky, floating. This is great, isn't it? I tried to protest, but I was in a state of shock. Super confused and scared, so unintelligible words came out instead. No, this is the part where you have to sing the other half of I Can Show You the World, Aladdin. What city is that? It's too blurry to tell, I don't know. Relax a bit, Novus. There's nothing to worry about. I'm good at this. You're in safe hands. Trust me. That was what he said, but it was impossible not to mind when your legs didn't touch the ground. Where your legs didn't touch the ground that I couldn't even see. Even though I knew we were on the sky, I tried to find the non-existent footing. I got a chill, not only from the night wind, but also from trying to estimate how far up we were and imagining falling down from this height. Honestly, tall places make me anxious. I was never the type to go to the amusement park and ride extreme rides. Not that I liked going to the amusement park, though. Acrophobia. I'd never told anyone before because it was unnecessary, but I was scared of heights. My very first reaction was perceiving fear instead of asking the most important question, like how we were able to float. I wiggled around in panic, causing my body to almost slip from Wizard's arm. Ugh! Careful there, don't move around too much. Wizard pulled me closer and tighter, his face was so close. From him, I could smell a sweet, earthy smell. I believe that kind of aroma was called petrichor. Huh? Did you say something? You smell like rain. Is that so? Are you disappointed I don't smell like a pumpkin spice latte? No. Hey, can we get down now? So soon? Let's enjoy the view a bit longer. But I looked down below me and shuddered. Desperately, I clung to Wizard. Embarrassing, maybe, but I was really afraid. I could even feel my hands trembling like crazy. Actually, I was also holding back my tears. Yes. It means height, yes. Wow, did you never experience word within a word in middle school where they would teach you all of the like suffix and prefixes of big words and how they would attribute themselves to the overall meaning of the word? Okay. Well, neither do I. Okay. I was really afraid. I could even feel my hands trembling like crazy. Actually, I was also holding back my tears. Probably noticing my uneasiness, Wizard whispered in my ears. It's fine. You won't fall. I'm holding you. Or... do you want me to hold you even tighter? Just kidding. Unless... Sorry. His voice was sweet like honey, warm like spring wind, smooth like a lullaby, and bewitching like a siren singing. If I were a sailor, he would definitely lead me astray with his voice alone. Shush. Seriously, this guy and his jokes. He must be doing that on purpose. There's no need to be afraid. Just trust me and relax. I won't let you fall. I'm serious. Easier said than done. I have a phobia of heights. Let's see. Rather than looking at your feet, why don't you look at the scenery? Not the one directly below you, but the one far in front of us. It's beautiful. I guarantee you will like it. I just know it. What if I close my eyes instead? I briefly closed my eyes and took a deep breath, trying to brace myself to gaze at the night view that unfolded in front of me. Slowly, I opened my eyes and looked at the distant night view like Wizard suggested. Honestly, I didn't understand why I even listened to him. Once I suppressed my fear, what awaited me was a scene like nothing I had seen before. The city, which usually appeared like a huge, messy block of concrete, was so small from above. The darkness of the night, decorated by numerous small, glittering, artificial lights, made it look like... They look like a sea of stars, aren't they? He stole the words from my mouth. Stars above and stars below. It's like we're in the middle of two galaxies. What do you think, Novus? Amazing, right? Do you like it? Well, not bad. I mean, yes, it's amazing, thank you. Glad you like it. So, do you believe me now? That I'm a wizard and I can use magic? Yeah, I don't think a normal person can do something like this. But I can. I'm a wizard after all. Yay! With a huge smile on his face, Wizard spun around with me still on his arm. Hey, stop it! Sorry about that. I got a bit too excited. Whatever. Let's just go back. Huh? We looked at each other, both confused. Something wasn't right. You showed me magic. You've proven yourself to me that you're a wizard. Since we're done here, we're going back, right? We are going back, right? What are you talking about? Of course we're not done yet. In fact, we just started. The night is still young. We're gonna have fun tonight. What did you say? Let's go to the next place, shall we? Where are you taking me? What are you gonna do to me? Here we go. Hey, you haven't answered my question. Wait. So which... Once again, we moved. Or rather, we... Don't do this to me. I realized this is kind of like a Peter Pan situation, isn't it? No, Peter, don't do that. Okay. Once again, we moved. Or rather, we teleported. This place. In front of us, there was a field full of sunflowers. How... It was almost November. It should be autumn. And more importantly, it should be nighttime. What the hell are you talking about? And yet, the scenery in front of me was clearly something from summer. The sun was also up there in the sky, but it was nowhere near hot. Surprised? This is magic. I'm a wizard after all. The one you said before we teleported, was that something like a spell? No, Peter, don't do... You're thinking too much into it. Yes, something like that. Just how does this magic thing work? It's... secret. Of course. But why are we looking at flowers exactly? When you said we were going to have fun, I thought you were going to take me to an amusement park or something like that. Novus, do you want to go to an amusement park? What? I brought you here because I thought you would like this kind of place compared to an amusement park. Am I wrong? If you want to, we can relocate to the amusement park, but... Wizard looked at me. To be precise, to my trembling legs that had finally touched the ground. From his point of view, I might look like a baby deer trying to walk. Are you sure? You are barely standing. And whose fault do you think this is? Yourself. Yours! It's your fault! Is that so? I'm sorry, Novus. I just want to show you a great scenery. I didn't know you would be that scared. Will you forgive me? Fine. Nova, you have to be strict. Nova's just like, one attractive man enters his life and he's like, I guess this is fine. Thank you. Anyway, this place is okay. We don't have to go to the amusement park. Understood. In fact, he was right. I preferred a place like this. A calm place, away from the people and their noises. I never liked crowded and noisy places. Being surrounded by people made me tired. Talking to people depleted my energy. To me, the sound of crowds was like pollution. Listening to it was like inhaling pollution. Of course, being indoors was the best. Inside my room with AC turned on, a cup of coffee, and a nice book to read. Sounds like paradise. But a place like this was okay. If your legs are not shaking anymore, why don't we walk around? Sure. The two of us walked slowly, trying to enjoy the scenery around us. Wizard glanced around excitedly while I followed 3 steps behind him. The wind passed by us as we moved forward, gently swept my hair. I stopped and looked at the big yellow sunflowers. It had been a while since I saw them. Every time I saw it, I was always amazed at how tall this flower could grow. It must be nice being a sunflower. Tall, big, bright, confident, positive, just like the sun itself. Too bad I was only a flickering light in the night sky. Small and dim, like it could be eaten by the darkness any time. Well, stars are also suns. So the sun is a star, so... Jet! Someone once told me, yeah, that young sunflowers were like human teenagers. Sunflowers' buds turned toward the sun, just like the youngsters reached out toward a bright future. I used to believe in the so-called bright future. However, as I grew up, I began to think if the bright future for me existed in the first place. That reminds me, this place looks like the sunflower field that I used to visit in summer. Maybe this is the same place? It feels nostalgic. With the familiar scenery as its trigger, my head started to dig the memories that were slumbering inside me. I used to come to see sunflowers with a certain someone back in high school, a friend of mine. That guy, he loved sunflowers. There was no one in my neighborhood who planted sunflowers, so we had to ride a bus to find a sunflower field. He would run around looking at flowers where I followed behind him. However, I hadn't been coming there since I graduated. Nova. Novus? Hey, Novus! Hey, Novus! Oh, it's you. What's wrong? That should be my question. I've been calling you for a while, but you were lost in thought. Sorry. More importantly, come with me. Although I didn't say I'd come with him, Wizard pulled my hand with his cold hand. What is it? Novus, look over here. The sunflowers are so big, and there are lots of them. So cool. Look, Nova, sunflowers! There are so many of them! It's good that we came here, right, Nova? Why am I remembering this right now? Is it because Wizard reminds me of him? Oh, look at those sunflowers! I wonder if I'm allowed to touch them. It's fine, right? Right? Just don't pluck it. Don't worry, I won't. Burp. There you go. Wizard carefully touches the flowers. He was just touching the flower, but he looked ecstatic about it. Wow, look at that guy. He said he wanted to cheer me up and make me have fun, but it looked like he had much more fun than me. Observing him was quite interesting too. In a supposedly blazing hot summer, a pink-haired man, dressing in all black with off-season attire, going around to check the sunflowers. Actually, glasses push, I believe his hair is purple. His gigantic hat was like trying to compete in height with the tallest sunflower. Whenever he moved around, the wind carried his coat, fluttering. Not to mention, the smile on his face as he touched the sunflower was as dazzling as the sun above. He was like a weirdo under the moonlight, but under the sunlight, he was like an excited child. However, this place and the sight of him filled me with a feeling of nostalgia. I was wary of him at first, but spending time like this with him felt like hanging out with an old friend. If only I had my phone. Phone? What for? Taking pictures. You want to take a selfie with the sunflowers? I wanted to capture this fleeting moment so it wouldn't disappear from my memory. No, I wanted to take photos of the scenery. Hello, good evening. Oh, that's too bad. I left mine at home because you suddenly grabbed me. Can't you summon a phone or a camera with your magic? No can do, and actually it's prohibited to take pictures during magic time. That means you better burn all the things you saw here today in your memory. Yeah, I guess I will. After that, we walked around some more. It was probably the longest I had stayed outside and walked around this year. Looking up to the white clouds in the sky above, I thought to myself, so this is magic, huh? This is actually not bad at all. It's quite fun and refreshing, a nice change of pace. Also, my attention shifted to Wizard. Going to a place like this once in a while is nice, isn't it? You should go outside and get some fresh air, you know? It's good for your health. How did you know? Bro, just look at you. Instead of answering, he just smiled. Wizard, He was such a mysterious guy. He appeared and said he wanted to cheer me up. He was supposed to be a stranger, at least that was what I thought, but he seemed to know quite a lot about me. Just who is he? Could it be he's a stalker? A fan? No way, right? I dismissed the thought. Even though he was indeed suspicious, I didn't want to accuse someone without proof. Well then, let's move on to the next place. We're not going back yet. What are you saying, Novus? Of course we're not done. I'm not satisfied yet. I thought you were here for me. Don't sweat over small stuff. You just want to go somewhere, right? Don't drag me along with you. That won't do. There's no meaning if you're not there. Well, what do you... Okay, here we go again. Hey! I'm not saying this. I feel like it's embarrassing for me. From the place with blinding sunlight, we teleported to another place under the veil of night. It was the beach. I recognized that place. Our current location took only 30 minutes by bus from my home. Back in school, I often came here to look at the waves or just to enjoy the breeze. Sometimes, a friend of mine would come with me. There was a time when we came here to see a meteor shower. It was a beautiful beach, but at night you could barely see anything. Not the surging salty water that came your way, not its color, not the far horizon. There was only a vast unknown darkness. Even our footsteps on the sand were barely visible due to the dim lighting. So, why are we at the beach in the middle of the night? How about we run along the beach? To have a dramatic chase along the beach, under the moonlight. Sounds romantic, doesn't it? Like a scene from a movie. You must be joking. Which movie are you even talking about? You're right, I'm just joking. It's dangerous to run around in the dark. Glad to know you still have some common sense. What are you talking about? I always have common sense. I have no particular reason, but... Isn't this a nice place for relaxation? The wind is nice. You can hear the sound of waves, too. And the best part is... As he said that, Wizard proceeded to lie himself down on the sand, looking at the sky above us. He stretched out his hand, like he was about to grab something there, and then looked at me. The stars! Aren't they beautiful? Finally, no more of that pesky light pollution from the big city. It's dark, and there is not much light Wow, we're really saying brain celling today, aren't we? There's not much light pollution here, unlike in the city, so we can see more of them. We just saw them from the sky, but seeing them from below like this while lying down is also nice. Why don't you join me, Novus? Let's look at the night sky together. Fine. Following him, I rest my body on the sand next to him. I couldn't remember the last time I looked at the night sky. Maybe it was long ago. My eyes went wide as soon as I looked up. My mouth slightly parted as I gazed at the sky in awe. There were countless visible stars in the sky. They were bright. They were glittery. I could almost hear Twinkle Twinkle Little Star played inside my head. Alongside them, the moon was there, decorating the lonely and dark night sky. Amazing. Right? We can see more of them if the moon isn't as bright as now. What a shame. Is that so? I personally like the moon, though. I see. The sky was always there, above us. If I wanted to see its brilliance, I only had to look up. However, I was always looking down while imagining how the stars would twinkle and how the moon would smile at me. Because more than anything, I was afraid to witness the darkness of the moonless night sky. And the lack of stars due to light pollution. Oh, Novus, do you see the star over there? I wonder what that star over there is called. Who knows? I know nothing about astronomy. Even though you are a bookworm? How did you know? I mean, just look at you, part 2. Well, anyone can tell if they look at the shelves full of books in your room. Oh. Anyway, it's not like I know everything just because I read a lot, okay? Too bad. Then I'm gonna name them myself. Look, those stars over there look like a boat. From today, you are a nice boat constellation. You are the nice boat constellation. Wizard pointed at a group of stars on the left. What are you even talking about? It doesn't look like a boat. Huh? You can't see that they are making... You can't see they are making... The boat shape? That triangle over there is the sail, and the trapezoid below is the body. Nope. I'm sure that it looks like a boat, though. Oh! His hands move slightly to the right. His fingers trace the stars, forming a certain shape. The one over there looks like a star. I name you the Big Star's star constellation. Your naming sense sucks. What? It does look like a star, though. Right? Suddenly, Wizard tugged my shirt and turned his body my way. Hello. Wait, I gotta hide. Sorry. Hey, Novus, do you see the brightest star on the big star? Yeah? Why? I'm gonna name it Nova. For a moment, I thought I could see his eyes glittering under the moonlight. Huh? Is he naming the star after my name? That can't be, right? I haven't told him my real name yet. Nova. My brightest star, Nova. He said that embarrassing thing while looking straight at me. With his gaze on me, I could feel my face becoming hot. I wonder what kind of expression I was making. No, let's not think about it too deeply. He probably means nothing. We've only met for a few hours. I quickly shook any weird thoughts that came to my head. Thanks, Eddie. I'm pretty sure this brightest sky in the sky, the brightest star in the sky, already had a name. Is that so? Yes, most stars, if not all, in the sky already have names. I don't know their names, though. I wonder if I can use magic to rename the stars in the constellations. Then each of us can name our own star. Hello, thanks for following. How's that sound? Interesting, but let's not. Oh my god. Okay, hello. Welcome. I'm gonna be more in the corner now. I thought you would be. What's rubbing against your mic? I was holding it with my hand. I will stop doing that. I thought you would be on board. What makes you think so? But if you can do something like that, I'd rather ask you to bring me the moon. Wait, oops, sorry. The moon? Yeah, the moon. Should I try? Stop! Ours! Oh my god. Maybe, just maybe, the moon you longed for can come to your side, even just for a while. On a second thought, let's not do that. I read somewhere that the moon's gravity can affect the tides. We're at the beach now. Let's not risk it. Well, suddenly someone's talking about science. I thought we were going to talk about magic, dreams, and hopes. Can your magic do those things, though? Renaming stars, calling them moon. No. I should have known. Even if magic can do that, it's not how magic should be used. Magic is meant to make others happy. Oh, but if that will make you happy, then I guess I can try? No thanks. It's a joke. You and your jokes. His jokes aside, something he said caught my attention. Magic is meant to make others happy, huh? I like the sound of that. I feel like I've heard that sentence somewhere. But where? The wizard looked at me with a surprised expression. What is it? Why are you looking at me like that? No, it's just... You're finally smiling. Huh? What are you talking about? I mean, you've been frowning all this time. I'm just glad to see your smile. See that you're feeling better. That means I made the right choice by coming to your place and doing this magic. I've been meaning to ask, why would you go this far for me? I wonder why. Maybe I just want to see you happy? Seeing you all depressed makes me sad. Why? We just met. I wonder why. Maybe because I'm a fan? What was that? So vague. But I see. I look depressed, huh? I guess I was. Arse. You know, that's fair. I turned my body to the side. Ah, heart! Wizard and I were lying down in the sand, side by side, facing each other. Hey, Wizard, will you listen to my ramblings? I wasn't sure myself, but I wanted to tell him. I wanted to tell him about the things that troubled me. Maybe it was because he reminded me of my friend, or maybe because I just wanted to talk with someone, even to a stranger. Sure, tell me. Tell me everything on your mind. I don't know how much you know about me, but actually, I'm a novelist. Back in high school, my friend submitted my work without my knowledge under my name to a writing contest from my current publisher. Somehow, I won the gold prize. I even got this job because of that. But things turned hard after that. People's expectations were getting higher. One award. I just won one award and people thought I was a genius who could produce a masterpiece every time I wrote. When I wrote something that didn't meet their standard, people were disappointed. On social media, I saw people trashing my works. They said that the writing was bad and that I've fallen from grace. I can't stand it. Because of that, no matter how much I want to write, I can't think of anything. The idea just won't come. It's like there's a huge wall in front of me, obstructing my way. I don't know if I can write anymore. What if I write the same boring stuff? What if I fail to meet people's expectations again? I see. Wanting to meet everyone's expectations. That must be hard. Yeah. Magic. I think it would be great if I could become a wizard too. Maybe I can make people happy if I can use magic. Right. You can do it. Right? If you really are a wizard, can you just cast me a spell so I can magically write masterpieces? If I do that, will you be happy? Can you proudly tell people, this is my work? No, right? Because that's not what you're writing for. Novice, you are a human. Humans are not perfect. And there is no way a human can produce the so-called masterpiece every single time. The word masterpiece will lose its meaning. Sometimes, what you created can resonate with many people. Sometimes it doesn't. That's just how it is. Having ups and downs is normal. It's a human thing. Also, Novice, you said something about wanting to use magic. You may not be a wizard, but you too possess magic. Really? Me? Yeah. Your magic is here. Wizard held my hand and caressed my fingertips. His touch was so gentle, as if he was touching something precious. You see, there is a certain friend of mine who really loves reading. Once his eyes are fixed on the book, he just won't look away until he finishes reading. Then, after that, he would look at me with a smile and excitedly tell me what he just read. Oh, I think I did that too. Looking at him made me think maybe the author cast a spell on that book. Or maybe words themselves are something magical. Through words, you can spellbind people and take them into adventure to another world that you created. You cannot see the shape, but you can imagine it. You don't actually experience things, but you know how it feels. All those are possible because of words. More importantly, it brings excitement, love, and joy to the readers. It makes people happy. If that's not magic, I don't know what is. Those feelings, I think you know them more than I. Yeah. These hands of yours have brought those amazing things to existence. You said you'd disappoint your readers, but I think there are still people who enjoy your works nonetheless. There are still people who find joy, even a little, in what you wrote. So you too are just like a wizard. But in order for you to use your magic, first, you need to make yourself happy. You can't spread joy if you've forgotten that feeling. And that's what I'm here for. To cheer you up, to make you remember the feelings that you've forgotten. I see. Thank you, wizard. I mean it. You're welcome. What Wizard said was right. I loved books. I loved to drown myself in stories, in an unknown world of imagination. It was also what made me start writing. I wanted to convey my world, my imagination, to other people. I wanted others to find the same joy as I did after reading a book. I wanted to make people who read my story happy. Those were why I wanted to become a novelist. I see. Novus? You're right. You're completely right. Thank you, Wizard. Thanks to you, I feel better now. Is that so? I'm glad I can help my friend. Yeah, sure, friend. Oh, Novus, look. Suddenly, Wizard shook my shoulder while pointing at the sky. Shooting star! Did you see that, Novus? Yeah. I heard you're supposed to make a wish when you see a shooting star. What did you wish for, Novus? Nothing. It's too fast. I can't think of anything. I see. That's too bad. I lied. It's not like I can't think of anything. It's just I've stopped wishing upon the star. What about you? I wish for the brightest star to never lose its brilliance. Those words. I knew someone who said the same thing before. But before I could ask, Wizard got up from his hand. Well, it's almost time. Shall we go back, Novus? Okay. In the end, I couldn't ask. Oh, shooting stars, make a wish, Nova, quick! It was just one wish. One wish. But it was something that could never come true. When he said he would take me back home, I assumed we would be teleporting like before. But no, we flew all the way from the breach. Thanks to that, I felt sick because of my acrophobia plus motion sickness. I was on my bed trying to deal with a headache and nausea. On my side, Wizard was looking at me apologetically with puffy eyes. Novus, I'm sorry. Are you mad at me? Yes. No, Are you okay? Do you really need to ask? Why didn't you use teleportation or whatever it's called? I told you I have acrophobia. I got a little bit too excited. Well, I'm sorry. I also miscalculated the time. Time? What time? Glad you asked! For my next surprise, of course. There's something else? Huh? I only said we should head back. I never said we are done. It'd be like 20 years later and it's like, Wizard, are you going back yet? And Wizard's like, nope, for my next trick. I can wait for you to feel better. We still have time. Ugh, whatever. Stop making me talk or I will throw up at you. Okay, I will sit on the corner then. I sighed in relief and closed my eyes. Quiet. It was awfully quiet. Around 10 minutes had passed. My dizziness was getting better, but I hadn't heard a single word from Wizard. I expected him to make a noise, but he was being very quiet to the point I couldn't sense his presence. Did he leave? Slowly, I opened my eyes. Alright, shush. The first thing that I saw was Wizard, whom I thought had left, standing with a serious expression while reading a book. A calm and serious expression, an expression that didn't match his previous behavior. I looked at Wizard again, intently, to assure myself that he was indeed Wizard and not anyone else. But then, the book in his hand caught my eye. Uh-oh. It was my book. He was reading my novel, the very first novel of mine that got published. Ah! Oh, Novus, do you feel better now? Yes, but that... You mean this? I was bored, so I thought I would do something and pick this up. This novel is really interesting, Mr. Novus. Award-worthy indeed. Did you write this? This is very interesting. For a moment, I almost mistook him for someone else. Someone that he reminded me of. No, I can't keep comparing them. Ugh, you found my novel. The middle shelf was literally full of your works. Right. Hey, Wizard. Sorry, I told you my pen name, not my real name. Why are you apologizing? I also didn't tell you my real name, so it's fair. Yeah? You know, Novus, I think you should have more confidence in yourself. You can write such an interesting story after all. Do you think so? Of course. I can tell you're putting so much effort and love into this book. The world building is nice and interesting, the characters are distinct and have their own charms.
MC. The MC is such a relatable character. I'm rooting for the MC the whole time. Also, your writing is easy to understand. Every word and sentence flows naturally. Even for someone who is not well versed in literature like me. But it doesn't lose its elegant charm.
Somehow, he ended up giving an actual review of the book. I guess he really is a fan of mine. Thank you. But you're quite amazing yourself. You can say that much just by 10 minutes of reading.
Oh, I've read it before. Not this version, though.
What do you... Before I can ask, he cut me off.
Oh, I think it's almost time.
For what?
My last surprise.
When he said surprise, the event from a few hours ago flashed through my mind. Specifically, it was when he just grabbed me randomly and teleported into the sky. It was bad for my heart. Ugh, no flying, okay?
Don't worry. We are doing it here.
Here? Just so you know, if you damage anything, I'm gonna make you pay. With real money! Do you hear me?
Novus, do you think I'm going to play with fireworks in your room?
Are you not?
I'm not. It's nothing dangerous, I swear.
Can you write that review on Amazon? Yeah, can you give 5 stars and say something on social media as well? Then it's okay, I guess.
Now, close your eyes.
Huh?
Come on, close your eyes and count to 5.
Fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As the count reached 5, I opened my eyes.
Happy birthday, Novus!
In front of my face, Wizard was carrying a cake with candles. 20. Is this lit on top of it? Is this 23 like the candles that are shaped into the numbers like 2 and 3, or are we talking about 23 candles on a cake? I looked at him, then at the cake, and then to him again. Birthday? Me?
Yes, the date had changed. Today is October 31st, your birthday. Oh, and Halloween too.
Confused, my eyes were trying to find a calendar or something that could tell me the date. The closest one I could find was on my computer. As Wizard said, it showed October 31st.
Anyway, blow out the candles and let's eat the cake, birthday boy.
Okay. My birthday, huh? I've been occupied recently. I forgot the date. How did a stranger know my birthday when I forgot about it? Actually, hold on. Did you know? I had a thought. You know how there are like, I wouldn't say like wizards, but like there are people you can hire to dress up, like in costume of like a specific character or something, that you can hire for like birthday parties and stuff. So like for example, Disney princesses, right? Like you can hire someone to dress up as a Disney princess, and like if it's like, oh, you know, my daughter loves Ariel or something, like someone can come over dressed as Ariel. It's just had a thought. It's like, what if one of Nova's unnamed friends was like, oh yeah, you know, Nova's birthday is on the 31st, but we're all so busy and we can't celebrate, so we called this random guy who put up an ad. It's like, hey, I'll like an ad on Fiverr. It's like, I'll go to your friend's house and show him magic and then buy a birthday cake for his birthday. We hired a wizard and forgot. No. It was no. Yeah, it has to be someone, some unnamed acquaintance friend. I don't know. It's like, I just had a thought of like wizard posting like an ad on Fiverr or on Craigslist. A nice thing. Crying. I already have a couple theories, but I don't want to say anything because I feel like I'll say it later if it does happen or not. But this, that would be funny. How did a stranger know my birthday when I forgot about it? October 31st. October 31st. That means I blew the candles out. His laminated business card. It's like, oh yeah, and if you want to do this next year, call here. Here's my website. Seeing the tiny flames go out, it came to me. Something that I feel like I had forgotten. That thing, it wasn't about my birthday, but it was something that had been extinguished, just like the candles.
Nervous?
If today's October 31st, that means, oh no, my deadline. Yesterday was October 30th. It was that person's, how could I forget? I've been thinking about that person this whole time, and yet, Wizard clasped my trembling hand with his cold hand and looked at me with tender eyes.
It's okay, Nova. He won't blame you for forgetting it.
What do you know?
I know, of course I know. No one knows him better than me. That's why, don't be so down, okay, Nova?
How do you know? I never told you my name.
Have you not realized it yet? This is not my true appearance. Wizard is not my name either. But you already know my real name. My real name is...
No way.
Nova!
Oh, dip, his name's Nova too. I'm kidding. There's no way. He's not supposed to be here. Neil is already dead. 5 years ago, on October 30th, my best friend Neil passed away. It was the day before my birthday. I met Neil in high school. Unlike me, Neil was a cheerful and friendly person. Just like everyone else, I was attracted to that dazzling figure of him. I began to observe him as a model of the main character in my story. Despite being classmates, we had never talked to each other before. However, in a certain summer, things changed. That notebook is mine. Give it back.
Oh, sorry about that. Nova, isn't it? Did you write this?
Yeah, no, give it back.
This is very interesting.
You think so?
Yeah, why would I lie? Hey, do you have the continuation? I'm really curious what happens next.
It's not finished yet, but I guess I can show it to you once it's done.
Really? Thanks a lot. By the way, my name's Neil.
I know, we're classmates.
You usually have this disinterested look on your face, so I thought you didn't know my name. You see, I've always wanted to talk to you.
Huh? Me?
Yeah, let's be friends, Nova.
Since that day, we started talking to each other. Sometimes we would talk about the book that I read, the TV show that he watched, or any mundane things. For long, I started to enjoy his company. Maybe I enjoyed it more than I initially thought I would. After school or during breaks, we even hung out together. Just a while ago, I was only watching him from afar, but now having him next to me felt like a natural thing.
Look, Nova, sunflowers. There's so many of them.
Hey, don't run around like that. That's dangerous.
Don't worry, I'll be careful.
Do you like sunflowers that much?
Yeah. They're big, cool, and yellow, just like the sun. Isn't that why they're called sunflowers?
I don't think so. From what I know, it's because the sunflower buds can turn to face the sun.
I see. Then it's even more awesome. Doesn't it sound like the young ones, like us, are heading towards a bright future?
I didn't know you could say something like that. Are pigs gonna fly tomorrow or what?
That's harsh, Nova. Even I can say something cool. Thanks to the books you've been lending me, of course. Anyway, you should come here too, Nova. The flowers are really big and cool.
Yeah.
See? Sunflowers are pretty, right?
Yeah, it's pretty. More than any flowers. Beautiful and dazzling. I could look at it forever.
Glad you understand how great sunflowers are. It's good that we came here, right, Nova? There are a lot of sunflowers. The scenery is great. And more importantly, you're here with me. Or you're here with me. How about it? Doing some outdoor activities once in a while isn't so bad, is it?
You're right.
I know. Let's come here again Let's come here together again next summer.
Next summer? I thought you were gonna drag me here again the next day.
Of course. You're coming, right?
I'll consider it if you buy me an ice cream. That time, to be honest, I didn't care that much about sunflowers. The flowers were indeed pretty, but that was about it. When I talked about something more beautiful than any flowers, I wasn't referring to the sunflowers, but to someone whose brilliance could rival the blazing summer sun.
If he wasn't there, I probably wouldn't be coming here to look at sunflowers. More than looking at the flowers, I just wanted to spend time with him. Are you sure you should be hanging out with me? What's with the sun in question? Of course it's fine. Isn't it a bit late to ask that, though?
Well, it just suddenly came to me. Isn't being with me boring, though? I don't like noisy places, and I've only talked about books.
That's not true. Actually, it's quite enjoyable. I can listen to you talk about your favorite novels all day, Nova. You look like you're having fun, and it's great to be able to know a lot of things without having to read it myself. What about you? You also listen to me talking about random things I saw. Do you think listening to my talk is boring?
I don't think it's boring.
I'm glad. We can share the simplest thing we enjoy with each other. That's what friends are.
I see. Still, I don't get it. Why would you want to befriend someone like me?
Someone like you? You mean someone cool and smart?
Huh?
Are you surprised? I mean it. You're cool and smart, Mr. Honor Student. Also, being around you is calming. It's comfortable. Other than that, you're dazzling, just like a star in the night sky.
What?
By the way, that one is a quote from this novel you lent me the other day. This one. That time I reincarnated to another world as a magician, traveling around the magic world with my broom.
Oh, I see. You surprised me.
Really, the comics and light novels that you recommend me are all interesting. I especially like the scene where the MC took his friend to fly above the night sky.
I'm glad you like it. That one is my recent comfort book.
Yeah, but I hope you still remember your promise to let me read your novel.
Of course I remember. I'm working on that one. In fact, it's almost done. I'm surprised myself at how fast I am. Writing is much easier when you have inspiration.
That's great. I'm looking forward to reading it.
Of course. I'm glad to know I managed to convert a musclehead party person like you to a bookworm. More people should know the beauty of words and joy of reading books. Oh, fuck. More people should know the beauty of words and the joy of reading books.
I wouldn't call myself a party person. Believe it or not, I also like quiet places without much social interaction.
You must be joking.
I'm not.
My MBTI test said I'm an introvert. You can't rely on that, Neil. The people who made those tests are not good. No way.
But won't anyone believe me on that? Many people describe Neil as the sun.
At first, I thought so too. However, the more I knew him, the more I thought that the sun didn't quite suit him. And if I had to describe him...
Oh, look at the sky, Nova. Amazing. The stars are so beautiful, aren't they, Nova?
Yeah, so does the moon.
That star over there is so bright. Isn't that the brightest? I wonder what that star is called.
Who knows?
I thought you would know.
Well, sorry, I'm not into astronomy. More of a novel person.
Whatever, since it's the brightest, I'm gonna call it Nova.
What?
Oh, shooting stars. Make a wish, Nova, quick.
I hope we can stay like this forever. I hope we can stay like this forever. I hope we can... I just want us to be together like this forever.
Ah, I safely made a wish. What about you? What did you wish for, Nova?
A new book for my birthday.
But to wish for a book, that's very you. As for me, I wish for the brightest star to never lose its brilliance.
Wow, trying to be a poet now? What does that even mean?
That means I'm wishing for your happiness and bright future, Nova.
You should wish for yourself instead of me. For me, to safely graduate from high school, for example.
Even if I don't make a wish, you will help me study, right?
Seriously, you.
Oh, right. I have something important to tell you. Promise me you won't get mad?
I promise. What is it?
Remember the novel you wrote? The one that you sent the file to me?
Yeah, what about it? If it gets deleted, I can send it to you again.
Actually, I sent it to a publisher for a competition under your name. And you won the gold prize! They said they would contact you soon.
Say what? To me, despite his antics rather than the sun, Neil was more like the moon. In the dark night sky, the moon shone brightly with a gentler glow than the sun. Although it wasn't as bright as the sun, it wouldn't burn you like the sun. It wouldn't monopolize the night sky and still let the stars appear shining together with it. It was with you, watching over you gently.
Nova, was what you said before true? Will your novel really be published soon?
Yeah, it's next month, I think.
Congrats, Nova. I'll be sure to buy it. You will sign it for me, right?
You want my signature?
Of course.
Well, you are my first reader. I guess I could do that much.
Don't forget I'm also your first fan.
Fine. You're my first reader and my first fan.
That's more like it. You managed to achieve something big. I think we should celebrate it. There's that, and isn't this weekend your birthday? There's Halloween, too. We should have a party on October 1st, at your place.
My place?
Yeah, I will bring a cake and gift. And maybe games, too.
Oh, anything interesting that you played recently?
I've been playing a visual novel game that my sister lent me.
Visual novel. Great choice of genre, my friend. Wow, it has the word novel in it. That's what I... Okay, what is it about?
Actually, it's a BL game.
What? You're playing a what?
A boys' love game. My sister said there's a wizard character that looks like me. I didn't want to play it at first, but I gave it a try because she was basically forcing me to play it. It was quite interesting once I got into it. I must admit, she has a fine taste.
So, what kind of character is the wizard?
Let's see. He barged into the MC's house through the window and was quite a flirt. I don't know which part is similar to me. The haircut, maybe? Oh, but there was something that he said that I really liked.
What is it?
Magic is meant to make others happy.
We made a plan for the celebration. We were going to start at 11 a.m. at my place. Neil would bring me a gift and a birthday cake. He was going to buy my favorite cheesecake. And for our lunch, I planned to order fried chicken for us. After eating, we would just play for the rest of the day. It had been a while since I looked forward to my birthday. From his messages, I could tell I wasn't the only one excited for it. However, in the end, we couldn't hold our little party, because on October 30th, I got a phone call from his sister. She said that Neil had passed away that day. That day, it was raining hard in the morning, making the road quite slippery. Neil was not the truck, hit by a truck that lost control when he was on his way back from buying groceries. Ever since that day, I couldn't celebrate my birthday because it reminded me of his death. Every year, without fail, I went to his grave and told him many things. About books, about my novels, about how great it would be if he was still there with me. But of course, that wasn't possible. Because a dead person wouldn't come back to life. Neil, are you really Neil? But your appearance...
Yeah, I'm Neil, your best friend Neil. This appearance, it's just, let's see, a costume? A transformation, I guess? Well, let's just say this appearance is part of the magic.
How is this possible? You were dead. 5 years ago, I even went to your funeral.
Certainly without a doubt, I died that day. I am dead. As you said, it's impossible for me to appear in front of you. It's impossible. If it's a real world, that is.
Are you saying that this is not a real world? You're not real? Wizard, no. Neil gently wiped the tears from on the corner of my eyes.
Yeah, I'm basically a ghost right now. Sorry for deceiving you, Nova. From the start, I'm no wizard. This is nothing but a dream. I was showing you around the dream.
Huh? I looked at him, still dumbfounded at the information I received.
Really, Nova? You didn't even question whether this was a dream or not and just accepted that I was a wizard? I think you read too many fantasy novels.
Now that you mentioned it, why didn't I think of that? But still, this dream is so vivid. It feels very real.
I came to check up on you because you didn't come to the death anniversary as usual.
You came to check on me?
Yes, I thought you finally got a girlfriend or were busy with your job or something.
That's impossible.
I thought I would see you being happy over there, so I can rest easy. But then I found you depressed and said something about quitting your job. I swear, even when I'm dead, you won't stop making me worried. And that was why I decided to take the matter into my own hands. This time, and only this time, I decided I was going to cheer you up. Well, except I'm not quite sure about how to do that. That's why I only brought you to our usual places. I hope I didn't make you bored.
You didn't.
Really?
Yeah, I actually had of fun. A lot of fun.
Is that so? I'm glad.
Sorry, Neil.
If you're really sorry, you should live more properly. Eat properly, sleep properly, get some sunlight and fresh air properly. Also, it's fine if you don't remember about me or my death anniversary. I'm fine if you only remember me from time to time. But please, be happy. At least, please celebrate your own birthday. You can live your life without me. No, you have to live and find your happiness without me. I don't want to be a painful memory for you. Rather than my death, I wish you will remember those happy, carefree days we spent together. Also, I've been wanting to apologize to you. I'm sorry for not being able to celebrate your birthday that time. Sorry for not being able to stick longer to see your work being published. Stick around longer? I'm sorry for leaving you so soon.
I shook my head. It wasn't something that he should be apologizing for. Not knowing what kind of expression I should make, I looked down instead. But then I realized that, unlike before, his legs were starting to look transparent. Neil, your legs! They're disappearing!
About time, huh? You said my real name, so you will soon wake up from this dream.
What?
Didn't I tell you that there's a magic on my real name? Well, it's not like we have much time to begin with. Just like Cinderella, my appearance was changed. My real identity was hidden in order to meet you. And when the time comes, the magic will undo itself, and once again, I will disappear.
No way. Can I see you again?
No, I told you, I'm already dead. Tonight is a special case. It's not like I'm a real wizard. I won't be reincarnated to another world as a wizard like the novel you lent me either. I can't cast you any magic. Even so, I can stay by your side watching over you. Although you can't see me, if you ever feel lonely, remember that I will be there next to you. When you are sad, I will be there to cry with you.
I hope this song isn't copyrighted.
When you are happy, I will be there to celebrate with you. I will be there to root for you, cheering you on. After all, I'm Neil, your best friend, your first reader, and first fan. That's why, don't give up, Nova. I know you can do it. You will be able to shine. No darkness will be able to extinguish your light. Because you're Nova, my star, the brightest star in the sky. This is only a dream, but I'm glad I can meet you again and tell you the things I've been meaning to say.
Me too. Even if you're really just a ghost, I'm happy to see you again.
If you're happy, how about a smile?
You know what, Neil? I don't mind even if you haunt me forever.
I'm watching over you, not haunting you. Either way, you won't be able to see me. Also, even if I'm there, I'm afraid I can't do anything for you.
No, that's not true. It's more than enough for me. The thought that you will be here with me is reassuring.
I see. Glad I can help you. Well then, enough of that. Let's continue our birthday party.
What? You still want a party? Really?
Really, I'm serious. Birthday party, let's party until you wake up. You see, I really wanted to do it. The party I made. I was so excited about it. I wanted to celebrate your birthday with you for one last time. Will you grant my last wish, Nova?
Fine. With that, the two of us sat down and took a piece of the cake. Maybe I realized that was a dream. The cake in my mouth was tasteless. Still, I continued to eat. While I was eating, Neil started to sing a birthday song for me. Even inside a dream, he was just like how I remembered him, a terrible singer. Despite that, it still brought a smile to my face. It was only a dream, but at least I could be with him once again. One last time.
Since it's almost time to go, let me say something to you.
As he spoke, Neil took off his hat. Light began to surround his body, and his appearance changed. The pink-haired wizard was no longer there. Instead, I saw the figure of a familiar gingerhead instead. Neil, your hair, your face.
Oh, looks like since time is almost up, I'm back to my real self. Great! That means I can say it as myself. Happy birthday, Nova. Our time together was short, but I'm glad I met you. Thank you for being my friend. Thank you for letting me read your story. Also, thank you for being born. Farewell, Nova. Let's meet again once the time comes. Until then, I will be watching over you. Yes, I'm glad I met you too. Thank you, Neil. Thank you for everything. Farewell, my friend. After that, everything turns white. The last thing I remembered was his smile as he disappeared, along with the bright light. And don't call Andy Fender during this time, how dare you! I woke up from my long dream with damp eyes. The first thing that I checked was the time and date on my computer. It showed October 31st, 1 AM. It was my birthday. Noticing the chilly wind, I looked at my window. Just like in my dream, it was open. Except, even if I slid the curtain to the side, no one would be on my balcony. I looked up at the night sky decorated by a million stars. The sky was especially beautiful tonight. I could clearly see the moon hanging in the sky, shining even brighter than usual. Even so, that moon wasn't my moon. That's why I could no longer be afraid of the moonless night. Because I had come to know that even if I couldn't see it, the moon would still be there, smiling at me. Feeling refreshed and a bit cold, I closed the window. Once again, I sat down in front of my computer. I have to write it down. My fingers, which had been doing nothing but on standby this whole time, finally moved in an incredible speed. The previously blank page was filled with words in a blink of an eye. Everything. I have to write down everything before I forget. About a wizard that came to my balcony at night. About a wizard that took me on a little adventure. About a wizard that used his magic to cheer me up. About a dear friend of mine. About everything, down to every detail that I could remember. Are you looking at me now, Neil? I'm dedicating this work to you. Neil, my friend, my first reader, my first fan, my moon, my wizard. The story title is... Wow! I feel like you might run into some copyright issues there, Nova. I'm pretty sure the story that Neil read during high school was somewhat similar. Kidding, but yeah. Oh, I thought that the title screen would change now that I finished. Yay! I feel like, well, ever since... Hold on. I think from the moment Nova started to talk about, like, oh, I had a friend in high school, and I was like, the wizard's probably the friend, right? But then but I'm not sure how it all looped back around. But like, you know, the way he was remembering him, I was like, it might be sad. I did think, honestly, I did think he was like fully reincarnated for most of the time, but the fact that it was all a dream type of deal makes a lot more sense, especially with the quote limits of the magic in quotes that was happening, right? I feel like with dreams, like flying isn't flying pretty common with like dream sequences, as well as like moving around to different places and such. Yeah. I like the what do you call it? I'm trying to find a good word for it that I don't know how to describe. Is like the the metaphors, the night, like the moon and star imagery. Because like
Shit, I don't remember exactly if it is, but I'm pretty sure Nova is isn't Nova in reference to stars, a star. I'm not sure about. Wait, don't tell me Neil is because of Neil Armstrong. It was like, yeah, like Neil is probably moon imagery, since his hat had the moon too, but and also all the talks on the beach as well. Um, and Nova is star imagery. Hmm. I don't know. I guess Neil, but there was also some like sunflower stuff there too. Uh, oh my god, Jet. Let my brain gather some thoughts. It'll like slowly osmosis into my brain. Uh yeah. I don't know about that gambling, man. So okay. Some thoughts. So, I first of all, I think like as a complete feeling story, I was a little worried because it was kind of short, on the shorter end, 10k words. Compared to all the other games that I've streamed in, I guess. I was like, oh man, like, am I gonna be left with like a there should have been more kind of feeling at the end, I wonder. But the story itself felt very complete, especially with the revelation of Neil being dead and like dead and not like I've been magically brought back and now I can, I don't know, be your housewife. But like uh um yes, I mean the 5+ hour streams. Funny how the 5+ hour stream was an incomplete story. That's crazy. Okay, sorry. I'm still kind of sad about it. Um, right, yeah. The story is like the revelation of Neil being like dead is like bittersweet. I'm if I had a nickel for every like um how do like every couple that was revealed where like one of the people in the couple was actually dead the whole time, I'd have 2 nickels so far this Spooktober. Yeah. um 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 yeah. Also, I'm surprised that it's BL tension and not like fully BL. I guess I thought it was fully BL since it had like, was it in like the tagline? There was like BL on the side. Damn it, no kissing. So like I understand if like you phase through. No. uh right. The bittersweet endings, they're coming for me. They're killing me. They're killing me, man. It's like, yeah, it makes sense and it wraps up the story nicely and it's like and it's like closure for Nova too, but it's also really sad. um hmm. Yeah, yeah. I think I'm most pleased with that. The basically like it being presented as something supernatural or fantastical when in reality just it was just a dream. It was um yeah. me think. I think if I had to nitpick anything, my biggest nitpick is definitely it. I believe the typos. Um, it helps a lot, especially when you like after finish writing and like for the editing process, I guess, to basically do literally what I did, which is read your entire visual novel out loud to yourself. You will catch all of the typos in like immediately. I think trying to think. I think I ran through like written YouTube maybe 2 or 3 times just reading everything out loud because it's the easiest way to figure out like, oh, I definitely typed something wrong there, or oh, I should probably like, oh, my grammar is a bit wrong there. I don't know. But yeah, I feel like that's my one nitpick. I'm just like, man, this just yeah. Though 10k words is not an easy sandwich to tackle. Jet, I will pour this water on you. Gambling. Oh my god. Also, wow, my prediction's so good. It said 10k words around 45 to 50 minutes, and my prediction was because I was reading everything out loud, it would probably take an hour 30. And wow, it's exactly an hour 30! Even after using Grammarly, kind of gave up. Grammarly can only do so much. 10k 10 words without typos. Real. I can barely write 1 word without typos. Oh, it's also really helpful if you get like I'm actually not sure what you use for coding, but if you get a spell checker for your IDE, it's literally saved my life. Though there are still typos, it's like there's less like actual spelling mistakes in that case. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. Let me think. I don't know. I don't really have any other big nitpicks because it's like a simple game, so a simple story. Doesn't really need to be like super flashy or anything. So I don't. So if like I don't have anything else. Sorry. I like the I don't know what you call this style of doing backgrounds, but like because I'm assuming backgrounds are like royalty-free images, right? But having it like stylized a bit with the bars is really nice. It kind of looks very like comic book-y, manga-y kind of deal. Also the cutouts, when Nova was like flashing back to conversations with Neil before like he actually knew. So like when he was like, the wizard said that, that reminds me of a friend, and then like it would cut in with the bar for Neo. Yeah. Oh my god, I keep like ah. I think last year too, I really wanted to play Trace, but I didn't have a chance to. Everything is I'll find some time. I still haven't played a lot of the games from last year's Spooktober that I was like, I'm gonna play it eventually. And then I died. So that's how it turns out to be. Sorry I don't got anything else. Bye.